Where does all the wastewater go? A wastewater treatment plant processes 20,000 tons of wastewater every day. So, is the treated water something we drink, or what happens to it? Wastewater, sewage, and rainwater are all treated differently. Sewage has its own pipelines, and rainwater doesn't require treatment. Wastewater is divided into industrial and domestic wastewater, and today we'll focus on the treatment of domestic wastewater. Wastewater treatment plants are typically located near rivers, with large storage tanks surrounding them to temporarily hold wastewater that can't be processed right away. When the plant is ready, the wastewater is brought in for treatment. The first step in the treatment process is a bar screen filter, which removes larger impurities like plastic bags, stones, and other debris. These solid wastes are collected and sent to power plants for incineration. Next, the wastewater enters a grit chamber where heavier sand particles settle to the bottom. To remove organic matter from the sand, oxygen is pumped into the chamber, causing the sand and organic material to move around and collide, which helps strip the organic matter away. After that, the wastewater flows into a tank where foam and oil are skimmed off the surface by a scraper. Then, the wastewater moves to the second sedimentation tank, where smaller suspended particles settle at the bottom. These sediments are not wasted. They're pumped into a dewatering machine, which removes the water content before the sludge is sent to a high-temperature drying machine. The dried sludge is rich in organic material and can be burned to generate heat for power. The ash from the burn contains phosphorus, potassium, and other elements which can be used in fertilizer production. The next step involves sending the wastewater to a biological treatment tank, where oxygen is injected to encourage the growth of microorganisms that break down organic material in the water. As the microorganisms digest the organic material, ammonium and phosphate salts settle out, and iron salts are added under pressure to remove them. Even after all these steps, the wastewater isn't quite clean enough. It's then sent to an ozone treatment tank, where ozone is used to kill remaining microorganisms and oxidize any remaining organic compounds. After this, the treated water goes through a sand filtration tank, which removes the last tiny particles. Finally, the water is tested and, if it meets quality standards, can be released into the environment or used for irrigation, such as watering plants along streets. A wastewater treatment plant with a capacity of 20,000 tons per day can serve the needs of a small city with about 200,000 people. Most of the treated water is used for landscaping and cooling, and while it may have a slight odor, it's still safe for these purposes. Through this process, wastewater is effectively purified, and the byproducts are also recycled for use in other areas.